Hidden deep within the Himalayan mountains, mysterious cave paintings have puzzled researchers for years.
This was what we could call the cosmic religion.
What's most astonishing, these ancient depictions seem to map out the solar system with remarkable accuracy.
It really starts to raise the question as to how they got this information.
But how could they have known such precise cosmic details thousands of years ago? There's only one way to find out. Let's get started. 1. Discovery of cosmic symbols. Diving into the ancient Himalayan cave paintings, you stumble upon something pretty mind-blowing. Cosmic symbols. These aren't just any doodles. They represent the sun, moon, and stars, showing that the folks back then, over 40,000 years ago, weren't just passing time. They had a legit grasp of the solar system. These paintings hint that ancient civilizations were way ahead of their time, tracking astronomical events long before writing was even a thing. Dr. Martin Sweatman from the University of Edinburgh points out how these symbols could track star positions or even predict major cosmic events. Some of these symbols line up perfectly with old-school constellations, proving these ancient Himalayans were on top of their celestial game. This discovery tosses out our old views of prehistoric peeps, revealing they were making sophisticated astronomical observations, like today's astronomers. And this wasn't just happening in one spot. Similar cosmic signs have popped up in cave art across Europe and Asia, linking different ancient cultures through their cosmic curiosities. Like and subscribe right now, and you'll have amazing luck for the rest of the week. 2. Use of red ochre. Imagine stumbling upon cave paintings in the Himalayas, only to find that ancient artists had a thing for space long before telescopes and space agencies. Back in the day, these prehistoric Michelangelos used red ochre, a pigment loaded with iron oxide that's been a hit in the art world for thousands of years, to paint up a celestial storm on their rocky canvases. What's really cool about this is they weren't just dabbling in red for the heck of it. They chose it to spotlight things like the sun and possibly other planets, showing they were skilled artists and early astronomers in their own right. The red wasn't only pretty, it symbolized life, power, and all things divine, underscoring their deep respect and curiosity for the universe. And here's where it gets even more interesting. These ancient artists were total pros at their craft. They'd heat up the red ochre to get that vibrant, long-lasting color that has held up over millennia. 3. The petroglyphs of the sun and moon. In Ladakh, the petroglyphs of the sun and moon in Ladakh here are ancient, possibly as far back as 5,000 years. These aren't your ordinary carvings. They're a grand display of early solar system smarts carved into stone. Located along old pilgrimage and trade routes, these symbols of the sun and moon were more than just art. They were crucial to both religious practices and daily life, showing that the people of Ladakh were keen observers of the skies and stars. The artistic flair didn't stop at celestial bodies, though. Animals and religious figures also made the cut, blending spiritual insight with cosmic wisdom right on the rocks. The hotspot for these cosmic carvings, Alchi, Ladakh, where they believed the carvings marked significant celestial events like equinoxes or solstices. Made through techniques like pecking and abrading, these petroglyphs were the ancient Ladakhis' way of syncing with the universe's rhythm, making every stone a story and every carving a calendar. 4. Dating discrepancies and controversies. Even the ancient artists of the Himalayas can't escape modern controversy, especially when it comes to the age of their cave paintings depicting the solar system. Here's the scoop. Researchers are scratching their heads over dating techniques like radiocarbon and uranium series dating, which, let's just say, don't always see eye to eye. Radiocarbon is great for organic stuff, like charcoal, but taps out at 50,000 years. Meanwhile, the inorganic pigments in those Himalayan artworks throw a real curveball into the mix. So, how old are these paintings? Estimates vary wildly, from a modest 2,000 to a more impressive 5,000 years. Yet, some folks argue they could be even older, thanks to geological clues. This whole dating game has sparked a lively debate. Were these celestial bodies painted by artists from pre-Buddhist times, or did a later crowd with sharper astronomical tools take up the brush? With each dating method painting a different picture, the true age of these artworks remains a hot topic for debate. 5. Cosmic symbolism in Buddhist and Bon traditions. Into the mystical realms of Buddhism and the ancient Bon tradition, we find a stunning link to the cave paintings of the Himalayas, showcasing our solar system. Both spiritual paths are rich with cosmic symbolism that takes us back to archaic celestial perceptions. Take mandalas, for instance. These geometric cosmic maps don't just guide the spiritually inclined, they vividly portray the universe, detailing directions, planets, and even spiritual dimensions. Central to these cosmic depictions is Sumeru, the mythic mountain that anchors the heavens, with the sun, moon, and stars dancing around it. This motif resonates deeply in both Bon and Buddhist lore, emphasizing the celestial body's crucial roles in the journey toward enlightenment. Adding a celestial touch, Buddhist mandalas often place the sun and moon in relation to divine figures like the cosmic Buddha Vairochana, the embodiment of the enlightened universe. This alignment with cave art suggests a continuous thread of cosmic understanding, weaving together ancient artistic, religious, and astronomical insights, celebrating the sacred cosmic connection of early Himalayan cultures. 6. Natural erosion and loss of paintings. These paintings in the Himalayas tell the cosmic tales of the solar system through art, but they face the inevitable wear and tear brought by Mother Nature. It's a rough gig, especially in places like Nepal's Mustang region at the Konchog Ling Cave, where once vivid depictions of celestial beings and cosmic symbols are fading away. Thanks to the harsh weather and geological shenanigans, chunks of the cave's outer walls have fallen off, taking pieces of history with them. These murals aren't any drawings, they are ancient, dating back to the 13th or 14th century, featuring deities like Vajradhara and Avalokiteshvara. But as relentless as nature can be, rain and wind have slowly erased many of these historic artworks. And just when you think it can't get any tougher, climate change steps in, speeding up the destruction. Across the globe, similar ancient artworks are flaking away due to salt crystallization, a process likely to hit the Himalayan caves hard as the climate changes. 7. Mongolians. In Mongolian shamanism, it's pretty wild how they see the universe as a bustling hub, where everything from the sky to the stars plays a big part in the daily grind down here on Earth. Shamans are the go-to folks in this system, bridging the gap between us mere mortals and the high-flying celestial crew. They're all about calling on the sun and moon spirits, which are pretty big deals in their circles. When it comes to Mongolian art, especially those eye-catching Buddhist thangkas from the 17th century era of the living Buddha Zanabazar, it's all about cosmic vibes. These paintings are spiritual GPS systems with suns and moons plotted out to guide the soul. Even their ancient rock art gets in on the action, with petroglyphs, rocking sun-headed figures, and sky-high symbols that show how much the cosmos matters to them. 8. The Vulture Stone at Göbekli Tepe. Not every day you stumble upon something as mind-bending as the Vulture Stone at Göbekli Tepe, Turkey. We're talking about an ancient temple complex that's not just old, it's ancient, over 11,000 years old, making it one of the earliest known worship sites. Discovered in 1994, this place throws us back to a time when early humans were possibly just starting to map the stars. Enter the Vulture Stone, or Pillar 43, which stands at the heart of this archaeological wonder. It's got researchers like Dr. Martin Sweatman from the University of Edinburgh buzzing with excitement. Why? Because the carvings on this pillar might just be one of the earliest celestial maps. Decked out with images of vultures and scorpions, these carvings are thought to represent star constellations and even a significant comet impact that occurred around 10,890 BCE. The twist? This celestial event might have kick-started a mini ice age and spurred the construction of Göbekli Tepe as a prime spot for sky-gazing and tracking the precession of the equinoxes, a fancy term for the slow dance of the Earth's rotational axis that changes our view of the stars over thousands of years. 9. Namibia's Apollo 11 cave. In 1969, archaeologist Wolfgang Wendt stumbled upon something extraordinary in Namibia, the Apollo 11 cave. This place isn't your average cave. It's a treasure trove of some of the oldest rock art in Africa. While it doesn't show off space scenes like some other ancient artworks, it's still a crucial piece in the puzzle of early human smarts, showing how our ancestors started using symbols that might even have celestial meanings. Inside, you'll find quartzite slabs adorned with animal sketches made from charcoal and ochre, dating way back to about 25,000 years ago. And it's not just simple doodles. The geometric patterns, zigzag lines, dots and circles could be more than mere pretty designs. Some think these marks were early humans trying to make sense of the world, maybe even the cosmos, like tracking the sun or moon. Scholars are still hashing it out, but one thing's for sure, it's a glimpse into the minds of the earliest artists. 10. The Babylonians. The Babylonians were not only one of the earliest groups to gaze at the stars, but they also intertwined their sharp astronomical insights with deep religious devotion. These ancient astronomers viewed celestial bodies like the sun, moon, and planets not just as scientific phenomena, but as divine beings influencing human life. For instance, they associated Jupiter with Marduk, their chief god. Their blend of science and spirituality came to life in their art and cuneiform tablets, capturing everything from star maps to religious depictions. Among their standout contributions was the Mul Apin, a pair of tablets dating back to around 1000 BCE. These documented the pathways of stars and planets, eclipses and solstices with remarkable precision. They didn't just stop at observation. Babylonian priests were the interpreters of the skies, crafting horoscopes and predicting events through planetary positions. 11. Aboriginal Australians. Just like a slip-up can turn into an internet meme, Aboriginal Australian art turns celestial observations into cultural icons, woven deeply into their traditions and dreaming stories. These stories map out the creation of the world and the stars' roles within it. Take the Yolngu people, for example, who place Venus at the heart of their cosmos. They celebrate Venus's reappearance in the sky with the Banimbir ceremony, using intricately feathered morning star poles to point to Venus, symbolizing its spiritual connection to the sun and moon. Meanwhile, in northern New South Wales, the Kamilaroi and Ualei cultures see the twinkling Venus as a chuckling old man, a playful image that features prominently in their art. Not to be outdone, Mars stirs up images of fire and the red-tailed black cockatoo in Kokatha and Anmatiera traditions, vividly captured in their artwork. 12. The Mayans. It's one thing to stargaze as a hobby, and quite another to turn it into a sophisticated understanding of the cosmos, like the Mayans did. These ancient astronomers were not only ahead of their time scientifically, but also artistically, blending their knowledge with their religious beliefs in spectacular art. Take Kinich Ahau, the sun god, for example. His image graced many murals and carvings, symbolizing the Mayans' reverence for the sun. Mayan rulers even claimed they were descendants of the sun, showing how celestial bodies influenced their everyday life and governance. They kept meticulous records of solar events, eclipses, solstices, you name it, all detailed in their codices, like the Dresden Codex. This book is a treasure trove of astronomical charts that even include cycles of the moon. And let's not forget Venus, which wasn't just a planet, but a celestial timer for warfare. Its cycle, calculated by the Mayans to be 584 days, is shockingly close to what modern science tells us today. They even built structures like the observatory at Chichen Itza, specifically to follow Venus's trek across the sky. 13. The Egyptians. The ancient Egyptians had quite the knack for blending their spiritual beliefs with their keen astronomical observations, and it's all beautifully showcased in their art. You've probably seen some of the vibrant paintings from their temples and tombs. They believed the sky was a divine neighborhood, home to gods like Ra, the all-important sun god. According to them, Ra wasn't only lounging up there, he was busy sailing across the sky in his solar boat by day and combating the darkness by night. Their obsession with celestial bodies went beyond mere admiration. Ever wondered why the pyramids of Giza are laid out so precisely? They align with the stars, specifically Orion's belt, which they linked to Osiris, the god of the afterlife. This wasn't just artistic expression, it was precision engineering. Even their timekeeping was star-powered. Tombs of pharaohs like Ramesses VI included star clocks. These ancient gadgets tracked the night hours by following specific stars, and the heliacal rising of Sirius or Sothis wasn't just a celestial event, it signaled the start of the new year and the annual replenishment of the Nile, a cornerstone of Egyptian life. 14. The Aztecs. Imagine being an Aztec artist, tasked with capturing the entire cosmos in stone. No pressure, right? This happened back in 1479, when the Aztec Sunstone, also known as the Stone of the Five Eras, was carved. This gigantic masterpiece was their whole view of the universe, stamped in stone. At the heart of this epic carving is Tonatiuh, the sun god, gripping human hearts, a nod to the importance of sacrifice to keep the sun moving across the sky. The Aztecs believed the universe had seen several eras, each ending in cataclysmic events like attacks by jaguars and destructive storms. The Sunstone brings this belief to life, with each square around the central disk marking a different era that came to an unfortunate end. Their deep cosmic beliefs didn't stop at stones. They spread to their temples and sacred texts. 15. The Navajo. You'd think understanding the cosmos is all about telescopes and science, but for the Navajo, also known as the Diné, it's an art form steeped in tradition, literally painted in the sands. Their sand paintings aren't just art, they're a vibrant tapestry of their beliefs, where every color tells a story. In a splash of black, white, blue, and yellow, each hue holds a universe of meaning, mapping out directions, elements, and sacred mountains. We're talking about white channels the east, greeting the rising sun and new beginnings, while black veils the north, whispering of night and renewal. And it's not just colors getting in on the cosmic action. The Navajo paint the sun and moon as living, breathing guides that not only mark time but also mingle during eclipses, turning these celestial events into sacred moments of reflection. These powerful symbols and stories are lovingly passed down, illustrated in the sands that define Navajo art. How's that for a cosmic connection? 16. The Hopi tribe. The Hopi tribe really knows how to bridge the gap between the earthly and the ethereal, especially when it comes to their spiritual connection with the cosmos. Their paintings aren't just splashes of color, but a deep dive into celestial storytelling featuring the sun, stars, and moon as main characters. Central to their celestial lineup is the sun, represented by the god Tawa. For the Hopi, Tawa isn't just another deity, he's a beacon of life, shining brightly across their art, symbolizing renewal and the circle of life. Stars aren't just twinkling little things for them either. They are symbols of guidance, helping the Hopi navigate through life's spiritual and physical journeys. 17. The Dogon. The Dogon people of Mali might not be your typical astronomers, but their insights into the cosmos are absolutely mind-blowing, especially when it comes to the Sirius star system. These folks knew things about the universe that would leave many scratching their heads. For instance, they were hip to Sirius B, a star you can't even see without some serious tech, long before any modern telescope could catch a glimpse of it circling its big brother, Sirius A. Their cosmic smarts don't stop there. Dogon art and rituals are a star-studded affair, with spirals that dance through their creations, mimicking the celestial ballet of planets and stars. And guess what? They've been celebrating Saturn's rings and Jupiter's moons through their artwork way before any telescope could prove they existed. Adding an extra layer of cool, the Dogon believe in the Nommo, stellar beings from the Sirius system, who dialed up Earth to share some cosmic wisdom. 18. The Gond tribe. There's something quite special about the Gond tribe, one of India's largest tribal communities, known for their colorful and profound way of capturing cosmic beliefs through art. Originating in central India, Gond art is a vibrant expression of nature, spirituality, and the cosmos with its distinctive dot and line techniques and lively colors. These artworks often feature natural elements and mythological tales that highlight the tribe's celestial views. One iconic symbol in Gond art is the Tree of Life, illustrating how all life forms are woven together, echoing the harmony of celestial bodies above. The artwork also portrays tales of gods and cosmic deities, weaving in celestial motifs like the sun, moon, and stars, believed to profoundly impact life. What started as traditional mural painting on home walls during festivals is now a celebrated canvas art form, thanks to artists like Janga Singh Shyam, who catapulted Gond art onto the global stage, maintaining its spiritual roots while evolving into a global phenomenon. 19. The Hittites. Let's dive into the world of the ancient Hittites in Anatolia. They were really into exploring the universe and used their art to show it. Just picture stepping into this sacred spot called Yazilikaya. It's almost like a comic book in stone. 64 gods are carved right into the rock, each representing a different day, month, or year, perfectly lined up with the sun and moon's movements. And then there's the winged sun disk. This iconic emblem represented the sun god himself, intertwined with royal power and the cosmic balance of the universe. 20. The Celts. It seems the Celts, those ancient trendsetters who once roamed across Europe, had a thing for cosmic aesthetics long before it was cool. Their artwork, a fantastic mix of spirals, knots, and tree motifs that went beyond looking good. They told stories about the sun, moon, and stars. Take the Celtic cross, for example. This iconic symbol wasn't only for style, it mixed a sun-representing circle with a cross to pay homage to solar deities way before Christianity made its mark. This circle stood for eternity and life's endless loop, key themes in Celtic beliefs about the universe. And let's not forget about the Triskele or Triskelion. This three-part spiral wasn't only about looking trippy, it symbolized movement, life cycles, and existence's threefold nature: life, death, and rebirth. Even their colony calendar, unearthed in Gaul, showed they were serious about timekeeping, basing their days on lunar and solar cycles, proving their deep dive into the cyclical nature of time, well beyond just counting days until the next solstice or equinox. 21. The Inuit people. It's fascinating how different cultures view the cosmos, and the Inuit people have their unique take, deeply intertwined with nature and the chilly Arctic skies. Their rich tradition paints a vivid picture of the solar system through myths and striking artwork. In Inuit lore, the Earth is flat and still, with celestial bodies dancing around it. The sun, known as Siknik, is seen as a fiery orb that the cold Arctic winter can tame, while the moon, or Takik, is imagined as a flat ice disk. The stars, they're thought of as mere holes poked in the celestial dome, with only a few named due to the limited stargazing months in the harsh Arctic conditions. Among the celestial spectacles, the aurora borealis stands out as a cultural icon. These northern lights, often depicted in Inuit art, are natural phenomena and playful spirits or ancestors reaching out from the spirit world, bridging the physical with the spiritual. 22. The Japanese view of the cosmos. In Japan, the sun and moon aren't mere stars in the sky. They're superstars in culture and art. These celestial bodies shine brightly in the world of traditional Japanese paintings and are key players in the country's spirituality. Think of the sun as Japan's ultimate celebrity, depicted as a striking red circle. It's not just about the looks. The sun has a serious role, starring as the main symbol of Japan's identity and its connection to Shinto, the local spiritual blockbuster. Here, the sun goddess Amaterasu steals the show, her dramatic exit from a cave, bringing light and hope back to the world, perfectly timed with the solstices. Meanwhile, the moon plays its part in the Tsukimi, or moon viewing festival, capturing hearts with its calm beauty and serving as a muse in ancient poetry and art, reflecting the ebb and flow of life and time. In works like the Manyoshu, Japan's oldest anthology of poems, the moon helps express deep human feelings and timeless wisdom through its serene presence. 23. Hawaiian beliefs. Hawaiian beliefs about the cosmos are a vibrant part of art and cultural life today. At the heart of this cosmic perspective is the god Kane, a symbol of creation and life itself. You'll see Kane celebrated everywhere in Hawaiian culture, from vivid art depicting him as the giver of light to the chants and rituals performed during the Makahiki festival. This isn't any festival, it's a months-long celebration linking the movements of the sun, moon, and stars to times of plenty and peace. In Hawaii, even the petroglyphs and quilts tell a tale of celestial influence. 24. The Persians. Those old-school cosmic connoisseurs, the Persians, were all about mixing starry skies and spiritual vibes into their paintings and ceramics. From medieval times into the early Islamic period, stars, suns, and night skies popped up everywhere in Persian paintings, heavily influenced by both Zoroastrian and Islamic beliefs. During the Sasanian Empire, the cosmic tug-of-war between light and darkness played out in art, with suns and stars symbolizing divine power. The Faravaha, a winged emblem representing the human soul's voyage, often adorned these pieces, connecting celestial cycles with earthly existence through bold, geometric patterns. As time marched on into the Islamic era, Persian artists embraced abstraction. Shunning human figures in sacred art due to religious norms, they instead focused on crafting intricate patterns of stars and celestial spheres in tiles and manuscripts, linking the heavens to spirituality. 25. The Norse mythology. Jumping into Norse mythology, we find ourselves in a universe where the cosmos and solar system are deeply woven into beliefs, vividly portrayed in Norse art. Central to these myths are the sun and moon, personified by the goddess Sul and her brother Mani. Imagine the drama as the wolves, Skuld and Hati, chase these celestial bodies across the sky, a riveting depiction of day and night's cycle. This eternal pursuit captures the essence of Norse art and carvings, showcasing a profound respect for the natural rhythms and the cosmic balance maintained by these cycles. The climax, Ragnarok, where this chase foretells the world's dramatic finale. Not to be overlooked, the Yggdrasil, or World Tree, stands as a majestic connector of the 9 realms, from Midgard's human world to Asgard's divine realm. Artists through the ages have carved its image into stone and wood, celebrating it as both a life-giving force and a potent symbol of fate, underscoring the interconnected nature of all realms. And there you have it, guys. Which part of this discovery fascinated you the most? Or do you have a theory about these ancient artists? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more mind-blowing discoveries. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of the past.